Ok, o conteúdo é cheio está sendo enviado a um terceiro, ok.
It's telling you that what I'm doing.
Yeah.
É. Ok.
Copiar link do convite, nothing, right? I don't do anything. O conteúdo é cheio está sendo enviado a um terceiro, ok.
Você tá ouvindo it's telling you that what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You can watch it now. Let me show you.
Ok. Copiar link do convite, nothing, right? I don't do anything. O conteúdo é cheio está sendo enviado a um terceiro, ok.
Você tá ouvindo it's telling you that what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You can watch it now.
Okay.
Let me show you.
Ok. Copiar link do convite, nothing, right? I don't do anything. O
That's
conteúdo é cheio está sendo enviado a um terceiro, ok.
Você tá ouvindo it's telling you that what I'm doing.
So what I do
Yeah.
is
You can watch it now.
Okay.
Let me show you.
Ok.
I
Copiar
turn
link
down
do
the volume.
convite,
That's
nothing, right? I don't do anything.
I turned down the volume of my computer, for example. Or no, I mute my microphone here so that but I don't remember what I did last Saturday. We must try because we don't want to have two people talking, like we talking on Instagram and we talking on YouTube and we listening to us. So I turn down the volume in a way that it doesn't get too loud, and then the volume of the computer, right? And then we keep normally on Instagram with our voices and the microphone. I just adjust the computer and the YouTube. I turn down the volume of the transmission, you know.
So
So
I'm here. I'm not using my phone.
Now let's use our phone. Let's see what happens. Let's go live on Instagram. Go to Cosmopolitan's Instagram. I will start a live transmission there. And I will call you to participate. Okay. Deixa eu botar pelo menos um óculos, porque tem gente que entra. Eu tô com cara de quem acordou agora. E acordei mesmo.
Okay.
Okay, I'm live. Let me see. Yeah, 3. Okay, I'm live. You can come and I'll let you in.
Cosmopolitan linguistic. Okay, now yes. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Can you ask to participate?
I did.
You see, 2 people have just joined us.
Okay.
Hello, Romulo and Ana Milene. This is just a trial live. This is not a real live. I'm just testing the connection of YouTube and Instagram at the same time. We're gonna have a live this Saturday, and I have our guest here. She will join us, but we're just testing the microphone and the transmission. Okay, so put this in your agenda. It will be on Saturday at 8 o'clock. Okay, at night. Erica, can you ask to join?
I have already requested.
Already? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's starting here. Okay.
See what happens? We can listen to our voices twice.
Okay.
So let's try to learn how to make the necessary adjustments. Let me see.
Yeah, I have no idea, my goodness.
Okay, can you say something?
Hi, my name is Erica.
Try to turn down the volume of your computer.
of my computer.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's off.
Okay, let's say something.
Yes, it's off. My name is Erika. I've been a teacher for 34 years.
My God, it's bad. Let me think. Okay. Do you have do you have a phone? Oh, let me put the phone myself. Just a moment. Because if I put the phone, the dynamics of my microphone changes and then it doesn't interrupt us. That's what I did on Saturday. Okay, can you say something now?
Yeah, my name is Erika,
Ainda tá dando.
and I don't have a phone. A phone, it doesn't work in my computer, in my phone.
That's it. Because the Paula had a phone. So Paula and I were talking using the phone.
Right.
So we may not be able to use YouTube then. Let me try something. I will mute us and check what happens.
And can
No. I can, but it's not the same quality, you know. It will be we will be very little occupying just the middle of the screen, you know. But okay, I'll do that, no problem. Because I think we can only do that if both of us have a phone, you know, because then the I mean the what we speak here on Instagram doesn't interfere on the transmission because in our computers we use the microphone of our computers, you know. Okay, so case closed. Loy Sueli, Amy Winehouse experience. Hello, good morning. We're just testing a transmission here. We're going to have a live this Saturday at 8. So we're just testing the equipment and the transmission. So thank you for being here. Take notes in your agenda that we'll be together on Saturday at 8 at night, okay? Thank you, Erika. A gente pode sair do Instagram, mas vamos continuar no YouTube.
there is a delay, right?
Aham.
Okay.
Just a second. Yeah, we can only do that if we have a phone. That's the conclusion. Yeah. Because
Okay.
let me see.
I tried to use a phone, yes, but there is a problem in my iPhone that I have to change here to be able to use the phone. Not possible
I
now.
will mute us and check what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, I muted you, see? And then I can listen to you. I can. But it's not the same quality, you know? It will be we will be so if I mute you here, they cannot listen to you anymore, you know?
Okay.
All right. So no problem. Let's continue. We will only be on Instagram.
Okay. The next live is
Yeah, we can do that. We can
Okay.
do both.
Grammar improvement, and I thought about talking about speaking and writing skills that change. Speaking and writing skills. Yeah, there is a big difference. Okay. Yeah, the third one, I thought about building autonomy and overcoming the plateau of a B2. Have you done the C2 test, Maíra, by the way?
Yes. The
Good, good.
C2? No,
Yeah. No, because
no.
I was your teacher at C1 thousands of years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I took C1 from IELTS when I was trying when I was trying to leave Brazil for a master's. But then I really needed to take C1, the
The
test,
Cambridge one,
the
yeah, the
exam, yeah.
test. And
Because
have you?
IELTS is from Cambridge, yes. So it is
No,
from Cambridge.
IELTS is totally different.
It
That's,
is different,
yeah,
yes.
it's
And
uh-huh.
I got the level the level on the test, but I still need to improve some skills, like read.
The grammar and the vocabulary probably
Yeah,
for C1.
yeah.
That's the
Mhm,
point. Yeah. Uh-huh.
mhm.
So
So
building a, yeah, go
then
on.
and then the C2, right? But what happened to me is I tried to get ready for these exams during my career. The problem is I decided to build the company, so it
Sure,
was really hard, to be a teacher,
sure,
build the company and study. Oh my
sure.
God. But
Uh,
the plan, it is a plan.
sure. Maíra, building autonomy and overcoming plateau, Plateau.
I in
P-L-A-T,
English, right? Plateau.
yeah, T-A-U, plateau. Yeah, the
I
plateau
thought
of
it would be a French
B2.
word or something. No.
Yeah, don't know really. So some creating a self-study plan.
Here?
Yeah, like like how can I build the autonomy? Create a self-study plan, dealing with challenges, the challenges that may deal. Okay, another item, dealing with challenges. Mhm.
It's item 4?
That's no, there, exactly where you are. Mhm. Dealing with challenges. Yes. Okay, I thought about that.
Oh, wow. It's
You
amazing.
know.
I'm gonna put
Mm-hmm.
that in the card, calling people.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Okay.
gonna put
Uh-huh.
that in our store. Gente, só um pouquinho. Que coisa chata. É,
I couldn't hear anything.
like she wanted to sell Oi Fibra.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put that in our stories. I'm gonna put that in the card. I think I'm gonna call all the students to come.
I will
You
put that in my group of
of
teachers and
teachers.
everything, students. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to invite you to collaborate. I mean, when I publish the card calling everyone to the live, I will ask you to collaborate. So it will be in our both accounts, in your
Sure,
account,
sure.
in my account.
Okay, okay. Uh-huh.
All right,
Hey,
that's
that's
it.
it. Okay.
Do you have C1 and C2 group of
Um,
students?
I hate C2 with all my heart, but I have a teacher. Yeah, I have a teacher. I
Uh-huh.
had the two, but one, um, we had a problem. We stopped. Um, a problem with time.
Uh,
But yeah, I hate it. I don't like it. No, it's above my, my comfort zone. So I don't like
really,
it.
C2.
Yeah.
I,
So
I,
up to C1, yes, I have C1, shouldn't be 2, and then all the others. Yeah, I work
uh-huh.
with. And I tried to change. I'm using proficiency objective because she just wants to do maybe proficiency one day. She has already done C1. So years from now, there isn't a time limit for that. And I wanted to use the English File Advanced Plus. It's a lovely book. English File Advanced Plus, really advanced. But then she had already bought the book. Oh my goodness. And then
Oh,
I haven't asked her to buy the books. And she bought the objective proficiency that it's so hard. And I said, okay, so let's keep doing that. But yeah, I avoid it. I avoid doing that. And then I have this teacher, and the same day that you posted that first person have to get to that level and then to be prepared. That's a teacher from my group that she was having problem to prepare for C2 because the teacher would be too technical. She felt she was not improving. And I said, first, have you ever done any Cambridge exams? No, never. Just CELTA. And I said, why C2? And then, oh, because the other exams are too expensive, so I'd like to, and and then she gave me an example of a house and okay, so you mean to save money? And she said, yeah. So, and then I said, my advice is take a mock test from B2 first and do it. Then take one from C1 and then from C2. And then she took the B2 and then she sent me a message. I'm so disappointed. I got 70%. And then I said, because you are B2 level, not C2 level. Because if you had passed with like 90%, you would maybe be okay to start preparing for C1. So it would be like C1 with C, not C2 with C. So
Mhm.
so they don't understand,
They don't.
right? And today she sent me a message. I asked ChatGPT to create an exercise, a C2 exercise. And I had this and this mistake. I said, that's not the way to go. I said, so buy a language grammar from Vince B2. Do it. Everything. Study that from cover to cover. So people don't understand. All right.
I
So,
always tell my students about one of our stories as and and then as a teacher, I have some of your sentences in my mind. I'm gonna tell you what they are. Remember a class we had, it was me, who is, I don't remember their names, but it was a very intelligent little girl, very thin, white, Marcelle, I think. And the
yeah,
other was a very elegant woman. I forgot her name.
yeah,
Do you remember? It
I
was only
remember
the
them.
three of us, the three of us. And I don't know if it was a B2 class or if it was C1. I don't remember.
C1, C1,
Was C1? At that time it was
C1.
C1.
It was.
And then
Uh-huh.
you remember, I had Collins, the woman had an Oxford, and Marcelle had a Longman. We had three dictionaries, three different dictionaries, and we would compete to know who had the best dictionary, you know. And we would be arguing during the class, like, no, because my dictionary says this and that. No, because my dictionary is better than yours, because my dictionary has the parts of speech on it, and my dictionary has pictures, and my translation is better. And then you said, stop, girls. There's no such a thing as the best dictionary. They are all good and they all complete themselves. So that was the lesson of my life, you know.
Wow, how interesting.
I
Yeah.
remember this until today. And then I tell my students and the teachers who study with us this story over and over again. I always tell them this story, right? And there's another story there I always tell teachers when I'm teaching about planning is I remember Denise is asking you to send her your lesson plans. And then I remember you saying, I don't know why she asked that. Come on. One of these days she asked me about my lesson plan so I could send her my lesson plan, and I told her it's here.
Yeah, that's not a very good thing, right? Yeah. Uh-huh.
No, but I mean I don't tell the name of the person. I always tell the stories, but I don't
Yeah.
tell the name. But when I think about it, it's like the more experienced we get, the more we know how to do a lesson,
Oh, for
how
sure.
to plan a lesson, right? How to
But in the beginning,
in the
yeah.
beginning we
Uh-huh.
need. And for example, I'm really thankful for Denise because of that I learned how to teach.
That's right.
You know, I remember that when I started there, I think I had been teaching for 2 years and a half at that time. And then she invited Lana and I to take the ICELT course in São Paulo, blah, blah, blah. And we took the course. And I went through all the processes. I got sick in the middle. I had to be on sick leave in that year. I had to lose half of my groups at that year. I almost died because when after that, when I studied the prerequisites to take this course or this preparation or this certification, whatever you call it, I saw the prerequisites, and you should be an experienced teacher. And you should have a certain level of proficiency, and you should have taught all the levels. And at that time I wasn't experienced. I hadn't taught all the levels. But I
Sure.
took the course. So it was really inappropriate. It wasn't the correct course to take, the correct certification to go after, you know.
I
uh,
felt to be the Celta today, right? Similar.
yeah,
I
no,
think
yeah.
I felt.
No, no.
Mm-mm.
I'll tell you why. Because in the Cambridge teaching framework,
Because we don't have Coty, for example. I did Coty. Coty was before Delta. And Coty, no. I felt use it to be similar to Coty, I think, because Coty doesn't exist anymore. It's above Celta. I Celta is above it, I think. Is above Celta.
you see, in the framework, I
Mm-hmm.
felt is like half of delta, you see,
Yeah.
and it reaches TKT, and here this part of TKT is like that. You have TKT modules 1, 2, 3 here, and here is TKT Young Learners and CLIO, which is a specialist area. So if CELTA is teaching for adults and TKT 1, 2, 3, is teaching for adults, and it talks a little bit about teaching kids and teenagers. So it's more general. This gap we have here is just some units we have in CELTA that we don't have in TKT, but they are very similar. With the difference that TKT is a modular course and certification, and CELTA is just once, right? The processes are different, right? So you have to observe
Present
classes.
the classes,
Yeah.
observe, present, and do
Here,
assignments, not in
yeah,
TKT. No,
TKT, you just study, get ready, and you take a 80 questions
a
test.
test.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
what happens is what we learn in this foundation and developing part, we don't learn in the developing and proficient part or expert one. So Delta is the only one that reaches the expert. I mean, I'm not considering these two because they were discontinued. So at that time I took ICELT. So it was in the middle, very hard, like half of Delta, you know.
I
Uh,
felt was discontinued as well, wasn't it?
ICELT was discontinued as well.
And
And what
now people get it from Celta to Delta.
I mean, yeah, they do. They usually take TKT or Celta or both, and then Delta. And it's okay. It's okay because one of the requirements to take Delta is to have initial training qualification. So you cannot go straight to Delta, right? You need to have C2, initial training qualification, be an experienced teacher, and have taught in all the levels. These are the main prerequisites for Delta. So at that time, when I took this one, was too hard. I mean, I almost died,
Sure.
but I managed. It's just that in the end, I had no emotional. I wasn't prepared emotionally, and in the very end, in the last task, I gave up. It was terrible because at that year, Cambridge even gave me more time to finish because I was really sick. I was on sick leave, I told you. And then everything was, I mean, everything was done in a way that it could be done, it could be manageable. It's just that I was too immature and I had no emotional,
Poor
uh,
thing.
emotional maturity
Sure.
to go
To
through
go
that.
through the process. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
Uh-huh.
I simply gave up in the last task. It's unforgettable. It's one of the things that I regret the most in my life. Because nowadays I don't have the certificate. I just have the experience and the knowledge I acquired,
No, I know the
Um,
feeling. Yeah.
and it
Uh-huh.
was, I mean, it took a year, we had a face-to-face party in São Paulo for 10 days. And then we paid for the air ticket and the hotel of the examiner. She came to Rondônia twice to observe our classes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But I
To
learned
put,
a lot.
yeah,
I
to
learned
put
a
in
lot.
my curriculum, I usually put code that is similar to ICELT.
And then you
Code
put
is,
similar
yeah, because it's certificate for overseas teachers of English. It was COTE, that was just before Delta, and it's above CELTA. So I usually put, because people know ICELT and people don't know COTE.
so coach would be something like ICELT, you think?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I
Ah, it
think
was the
so.
old
Mm-hmm.
ICELT.
Mm-hmm.
Let
Yeah.
me see if I find here.
No, just one. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Uh,
COTE, Cambridge. Cambridge certification, teaching certification or something. My goodness, Cambridge teaching certification. It doesn't even come to, huh? Doesn't even have it, right? Old. It was like maybe 25 years ago. No,
uh,
doesn't exist. It was
what does it stand for? Certificate?
certificate for overseas teachers of English. Overseas, yeah. Uh-huh. Teachers of English. Yeah, that you have a quote, somebody has a quote there.
No, I'm just here. We can just find images. Maybe if we go to, see quote, Certificate of Overseas Teachers in English. That's for the acronyms. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
But it doesn't mean that it doesn't we can't find it because I was on the images search.
Take a look. The first thing, ah, quote is substituted by I felt. Can you see there?
Substituído pelo iCelt. So it's the
Yeah.
same. Ah,
Uh-huh. Yeah. Mhm. As you said, that's the old, I felt is the old
ah,
quote. Uh-huh. Yeah. I-
ah,
Interesting, huh? Mm-hmm.
é,
Yeah, that was hard. That was hard. One
yeah,
year and
really
I think
hard.
six teacher practice and
Yeah, they go to
essays of 2,000 words.
yeah.
I see lots of
But you
things.
know what? I miss those times. I
Sure. Yeah.
I miss being prepared for a certification, being evaluated, things like that. But in terms of development, right? Because there's nobody to give us feedback, and there's always something we can improve. But recording ourselves is good, right? We
That's
can
good.
make good reflections
Yeah.
nowadays.
Oh my God, I laugh a lot sometimes. My goodness. I was telling my husband yesterday, I
São
said,
10 horas.
I'd like to be a normal teacher, just saying, good morning. So open your book on page, let's correct, like in a normal way. No, I speaking like, you know, people there in the corner, they can hear my voice. I give all my energy. So at night, yesterday at 10, I was like worn out. Oh my goodness. Crazy, crazy. Okay, Maíra, so I think that's it, right?
Uh-huh. Hmm.
If you have any other things, I will send you my picture and I will try to come up with a bio.
Yes, a
Yeah.
bio. Send me
And
the
then
bio and
send
the
it to you.
bio.
It was
The bio
so
and
nice.
the
Yeah.
picture, the bio, the bio and the bio first.
Remember I sent you my curriculum to work for you?
Oh yes.
That was a
Uh,
time that I was so tired. I said, I want a boss, you know. I'm tired of work. I want a boss. And then I share one student with a teacher from, I think, Pernambuco, that she's from a group of teachers.
uh-huh.
And I
Uh-huh.
said, I need a boss. So I work for you. So we share a student. And I have a friend that we share two students. And I said, I want a boss. So yeah, I had it.
How is it?
Yeah.
How does it work? Sharing a student?
Oh,
One
that's
task
like,
to another?
yes. So with this
Really?
friend, yeah, like she gets 50%, I get 50%. That's it. For example, because the students get to her, right? She's a private teacher. So what happened?
Ah.
She was with her schedule full,
Uh-huh.
and since she would tell me, Erica, would you like a student? Because do you have time? And then I would say, yeah, okay, send me the student. But in this way, from her to me, the student gets lost because she wanted her, or the person wanted her, right? It was recommended to her. So
Uh-huh.
sometimes the student wouldn't get to me. And I said, Glaucia, why don't you, why don't you escalate, right? Like find a teacher and share this. You don't have time for the student. So hire a teacher and share the student. Like the teacher teaches, you receive 50% without doing nothing. Yeah. And the
Uh-huh.
teacher gets 50%. So,
Uh, But
right?
but but is it worth it?
Everything formal, right?
But is it
Uh,
worth it?
well, so for example, not really.
Because
For
you
me,
know if
not really. For her, it's worth it, right?
yes, but for you, no.
Yeah, for me, not
Because
really. Yeah,
because for example,
because
if
I
you
receive
charge
half of what I charge. Yeah,
exactly,
I receive
exactly.
half of a charge. That's a point. Yeah, that's a point.
Yeah, because you receive
Depending on yeah, I receive half. So if I receive, for example, 400 reais for twice a week, I would receive 800 something, right? If it was
uh-huh.
my student. It's
Mhm.
worth it because I don't consider, I always tell her, I don't consider that I consider extra money. For example, it was like 7 o'clock in the morning. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. So I consider that I would be sleeping. So
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I teach this student like at 7 in the morning. And I get an amount of money that I save. Yeah, so I don't, yeah, but no, for me, it's not worth. But for the person, it's worth.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely, definitely.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. But these people, so I have total freedom. So like, okay, we use the material that the person uses because we use English file. The other teacher in Pernambuco will use English file. But they don't know what I'm doing. If I'm, they just believe in my work. I wouldn't be able to do this. So when my schedule is closed, it's closed. I don't, because I couldn't do that. Like not knowing what is being done with the student,
Yeah, she
you
just
know?
trusted you. She just
Trust
trusted
me.
you.
Yeah, yeah, I would have problems to do that. So my
No,
schedule is like closed at the moment. So
if you had to report to her, I maybe you wouldn't feel good, right?
doesn't matter. I mean,
You would report anyway, like,
sure,
oh,
of
what I've been
course, of
doing, this is how
course.
it
Yeah, maybe
okay.
not nowadays. Probably I wouldn't. Now that my schedule is full, right? And I'm developing these online products that I'm launching. Yeah.
What
So
products are you launching?
yeah, it's called the English Climb. It's a journey. It's a journey just to revise for intermediate students, pre-intermediate and intermediate, to revisit. These are some lessons I created for my students. So we finish a unit, I send them a lesson. So it's a video lesson to test how much they know, and it all ends up with a song. It's lovely lessons, yes.
It's a pack of lessons, but for the students.
Yeah, it's in a platform. It's in Hotmart. Yeah, so you
Uh-huh.
have 21 modules revising from verb to be to all the futures. Yeah, uh-huh.
And then
It's
you
it's
it's a recorded class. It's a
it's a
recorded course.
recorded class. I tell them, okay, guys. So it always starts with I can send you one because you use it Active Inspire, right? Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, you have it on your computer.
Yeah, I do. Uh-huh.
So you can open it. So it always starts with a dialogue where they have to complete with verb to be or present simple and continuous to see how much they know. Then some explanation, practice, where I say, okay, guys, now pause the video, write the numbers from 1 to 10, do the exercise. Shall we correct? And then I correct. And the lesson ends up with a song related to the theme. So it's lovely. It's
Ah,
lovely. Yeah, students love it. Yeah. Now I
wow.
have to, yeah, it's like
Amazing.
really cheap. Yeah, really cheap. It's nice. Yeah. And then I have one called the Idioms Mastery. That's how do you say tá de brincadeira in English? Oh, you say you must be joking. And this was it came up because of some students. Advanced religion. How do you say você tá de brincadeira, teacher? How do you say hoje a porca torce o rabo in English? So I would write it down and then I
All the
created
questions.
this course. Yeah, but it's not ready yet.
And
So online products.
you
Yeah.
remind me of the Nilsson. The Nilsson would do that, and that's how he started writing his books, you know?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So
That's
amazing.
no, that's just
For
something.
brilliant teachers.
Yeah. Uh-huh. That's cool. Yeah, for intermediate, pre-intermediate students, so I can speak only in English. There is a course for teachers teaching them how to use Active Inspire, but yeah, it's there. But I kind of gave up working with teachers because most of them seem to find normal just to open a PDF and scroll it down. You know, they think it's okay. They think it's okay to do that. Yeah. Or it's
Yeah,
okay to open a PowerPoint and go over it, or even a Google presentation. So I teach
yeah,
in a completely different way. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't have the patience to, to show them that there is a better way. That's why students fall I have 30 students online. 30 private students, individual students. That's a lot.
Wow. You have a full,
Individual,
wow, wow.
individual, right? So that's a lot. Yeah, considered for pro bono, right? For pro bono, it's my husband, my son-in-law, my son and my daughter. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's it. They don't come, so I would have, let's say, 26 paying students. That's it.
Wow. It's a lot.
So I don't work on Friday afternoon. I don't work on Monday mornings, and so I have some free time to try to organize my life as an entrepreneur. I am a millionaire of ideas, but I don't put them in practice, you know.
Uh-huh. Because you work a lot.
Yeah, because I don't have time. Yeah,
Just because
you
you work a
know.
lot. Because if you had more time, you would.
Of course, but I
Yeah.
have to support lots of people, right? Help,
Yeah.
and then 3 kids, right?
Yeah. Too
Three
much.
kids.
How
Lucas is
old are
20.
your kids
My
nowadays?
goodness, Lucas is 22.
My
Almost.
God.
He's living in Paraty, in Rio. So
Wow.
I help him a little bit, of course. He works for himself, but just to,
Uh-huh.
Luisa is 19. She lives alone in Maringá. Yeah.
Wow.
So she works and she studies business administration, but I give her allowance just because I know she will invest. She's an investor. She has
Mm.
more money than me right now. Invested, yeah. Uh-huh. If I need money, she borrows. She lends me money. Yeah, so
Uh,
she's an investor. And then Julie is 15, studying in private school. So,
Uh-huh.
So I have
So
she has
Julia is the
just
only one that's still with you. The others, they in
yeah, she
their
lives
life.
with me. They live, yeah, she lives with me, so she lives the life of a rich person. You're right, and I pay for that. So she studies in a private school, and yeah, I always joke that yeah, she I should have put you in a public school probably, right? Then she wouldn't have any compare. Yeah.
But
So she's
in the
yeah.
south of Brazil, the public schools aren't that bad, are they?
Ah, they are very bad.
They are.
Uh-huh.
They're bad.
Very bad.
They're
Very bad. Yeah.
bad.
Very bad.
I have a student who
Very bad.
moved to Curitiba, and she put daughter in a public school, and she said that it's not bad, that she eats all day, and and that it's a clean place and organized place.
Oh,
I said, "Oh, maybe
maybe
that's
compared to other places, okay? But the
yeah."
people's mind, Maíra, the mindset is totally different. Julia studied last year. She did the nine, no, not last year, 2023. She did the 8th year in a public school, in a military school, right? Cívico
Uh,
militar. It was
uh-huh.
the first time, and I, oh my goodness, so good not to spend any money. So I loved it. But my goodness, it was like another
Okay.
world,
The-
totally different. The
because of people's
mindset,
mindset.
they
Uh-huh.
don't care. They don't care. They don't have this ambition to do this or that. It's sad. Like
Ah,
8th year um 8th year, she was learning time. What time is it? What
yeah,
time is it in
exactly.
year 8? Yeah. And she
Uh,
did the PET this year. So she's studying a kind of in a school that has English 5 times a week. So she's quite fluent at B1 level. She's fluent at
mhm.
kind of B1 level. I
I
tell her that there is life after this level,
Oh
right?
my God, my English is getting really rusty because I just teach, and teaching is not, teaching is not enough, right? When
You
you're
keep it at
teaching, I
level.
teach
Uh-huh.
pre-intermediate level, I teach the
Sure.
TKC, um, and all my students are like basic students, B1 students. I don't teach B2 and C1.
Mm-hmm.
I have teachers doing that. So my English is getting really rusty. I really should stop and study,
Sure, to
before I
follow a
lose it
course, right?
more.
To follow a course and have homework to do and have listening activity. So yeah, you have to push yourself. Yeah.
I think 1 or 2 years ago, we had a C2 prep course here, and I joined the course, and together with the teachers at that time that were working for us. And it was really amazing. I loved it. But then I would never have time to do the homework, to do the pieces of writing. I was just attending the classes. But
Yeah,
even
that's
but attending the classes was good,
sure,
was good.
sure.
But
Mm.
it was a long time ago. I miss it.
Yeah. Yeah, I studied for C2 alone. I took a book, the workbook, the teacher's book, and
And
then I
you,
followed it, like everything and the grammar, the advanced grammar,
every
from and
and it
step by
worked.
step, step by step. I passed the C2 with C. And I
Uh-huh.
remember at that time I said, oh, if I pass with C, I will do it again. But it's so hard, but so
To pass
hard.
with C
Whatever that I said, oh, I will never do it again because no, I don't want to go through this process again.
again. Yeah.
No, I don't.
Because trying a B it would mean going through the
No,
process
I
again.
wouldn't. I don't want to.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
So I needed that
hours,
I needed
how
that
many
to go
hours?
up to the career ladder at Cultura.
Uh-huh.
And so that's what I wanted only.
But how many hours would you study
No, I have no idea.
a day
No
at
idea.
that time?
1 hour at least. 1 hour a
At
day
least
at
one hour
least.
a day, and
Yeah, yeah,
every
for
day.
sure. For sure. Yeah.
There's something I
Uh-huh.
remember
Uh-huh.
that I remember you would invite us to do, which was the vocabulary box.
Ah, yeah.
I
Uh-huh.
remember until today, I have flashes in my memory of you saying that You would put important words in the
Uh-huh.
vocabulary box. Then
Uh-huh.
you would take a word every day.
Yes, I already did that so much. Uh-huh. The word, the definition and an example with a gap. And then on the other side, the word. Uh-huh.
I was like that.
Yes. Uh-huh. So now you have apps that do that, but you have to build the apps, right? But I am very I'm not digital,
Old
very
school.
digital. Yeah, I'm old school.
Uh,
Yeah. I
but
like to put to write.
I love, you know what? I love old school teachers.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think that we should really find a balance between what's old school and what's
Oh,
digital.
for
I mean, too
sure.
digital is bad. Too digital
Mm-hmm.
is bad.
Oh, for sure. Totally.
Uh,
People have to write, you
Writing
know?
is
Yeah.
therapeutic.
Uh-huh.
Writing caters for visual learners,
That's right.
kinesthetic
Uh-huh.
learners, right?
Uh-huh.
So
It's true.
it's not bad at all
Yeah, so
to
we have to do
write.
bad school because that's the foundation of our English, right?
Yes,
Yeah, the
yes,
basis and
definitely.
everything. Okay.
But
My
for
dad,
example,
yeah,
when I'm teaching materials adaptation, my students always tell me about new apps and new websites and new functionalities of everything. So I learned a lot from them. And they learn a lot from me. I said, okay, we have this dictionary, this grammar, blah, blah, blah. So it's always a
uh-huh.
very nice exchange.
That's great. Well, I
Oh,
have to go because I have a lesson in some minutes, 15 minutes. Okay. It was
okay.
amazing to talk to you. I hope we can, I will invite you to some lives when I started doing that, that I
Ah,
need, right? Who am I? Who is Erica Barros, right? So I have to start some movement that I'm
yeah,
very tired of, oh, I don't want,
yeah.
but you'll be invited. So I hope that's the first of many other uh,
And I
lives.
mean, whenever I have the time to join into new projects, and it won't take long, I'll invite you to teach special courses for us. For
Yeah.
example, like in a
Uh-huh.
partnership, we can have a partnership for courses
Yeah.
we can teach,
Uh-huh.
specific
Uh-huh.
courses. I don't know, like writing for B2, for example, crash course, writing for B2,
Sure.
teacher Erica
Yes, that's
Barros.
cool. Yes. I
Then
did that with a teacher from I don't remember the name of the school. I thought she's my CPE student, and she was not confident enough to correct the writings and to teach them how to improve the writing. So we had a partnership. And do you know I work for Winner?
you do.
Yes, I'm a Cambridge examiner for them.
Ah,
Uh-huh.
so
So
every now
independent
and
in the
again they invite
yeah,
you.
twice a year. Uh-huh. Twice a year I apply Cambridge exams for them. Yeah, Lola and Patricia. Yeah, yeah, yes. Uh-huh.
We are
They are
together.
everywhere, right? They are
Yes, they
everywhere.
are. They are.
Uh-huh.
They invited me to do my application, but then I never have the time
You
to
should,
fill in the
right?
form.
You should because we learn so much applying the Cambridge exams. You know what is
That
required. So I look at a student and I do some tests and I thought, so now A2, B1, B2. So you have this general idea. It's really good.
I will
Good.
put that into practice.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
promise.
Bye bye, dear. See you.
Bye.